Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sentinel Sports Extra, Cavs Extra, breaking news, Egomaniac edition. In case you haven't heard already, I'm sure you have, that LeBron James has chosen the Philadelphia 76ers as his final destination in the NBA. A lot of people are surprised. A lot of people aren't. I'm going to start off with, because I'm a man of my word. No, seriously, I am. And I'm going to admit I was wrong. He didn't pick the Cavs. All indications I had were that he would pick the Cavs. And I know people who thought he would pick the Cavs. People who have actual information. People that don't just spew shit. But it didn't work out. We'll go over the reason why it didn't work out. But I'm man enough to sit here and say, I was wrong. I know I'm not Brian Windhorst, so I can't ever be wrong. Or I'm not one of those big mouths on ESPN that were all wrong. They were all wrong too. Okay? I was wrong. Big effing deal.
But you knew that he was leaving the Lakers. You knew he was leaving the Lakers before, before anyone else did.
Stop. Come on. We knew he was leaving the Lakers because we knew. We knew that a year ago that he was leaving the Lakers.
Yeah.
I don't even know. All I know is if you want to blame somebody in this case, blame the Dallas Mavericks. Because they wouldn't come to terms on a deal for the Cavs to reacquire Kyrie Irving. If the Dallas Mavericks had agreed to trade for Kyrie Irving, the decision today would have been LeBron James picking the Cavs. But the Dallas Mavericks, obviously, they probably wanted, who knows what they wanted.
Well, yeah, I mean, and
they're a terrible team right now. Big deal, they have Cooper Flag.
Right.
So what? So what? Would Michael Jordan have won anything without the other guys? Look, Cooper Flag and Kyrie Irving aren't winning anything. They're not making the playoffs.
No, but
No,
what? I haven't said anything.
Okay, go on. Go on, Joey.
We don't know what was offered.
Go on.
We don't know what was offered in that trade. And if the Mavericks didn't feel like it was worth it, why are you going to trade Kyrie Irving if you're not going to get anything in return?
True. But also, what we do know is the Cavs tried, okay? People are going to be all over the Cavs because that's what you do in Cleveland. You get all over the Cavs and the Guardians. But if it were the Browns, people would be like, well, it's good they didn't do it. It's good that he didn't come back.
Well, I am definitely tired of already saying, Altman better be fired. And you know what?
Screw these people. They don't know a goddamn thing. They're just a bunch of big mouths.
Just like I said with the Mavericks, no one knows outside of maybe a couple of people if they had trades lined up, how close they were.
They did negotiate with them.
Right.
I know that. I have sources that told me they did.
Okay, but it still takes two teams to make the trade. And if the other team
That's true. I agree with that.
If the other team,
I'm sick of, we don't know. No, we do know.
Well,
we know.
Right, but I'm saying what we don't know is, what exactly Exactly. What they offered, what the other team wanted.
I mean, look,
were they
I
trying
can't blame the Mavericks if all the Cavs offered was James Harden. I mean, yeah, no, I'm saying no too. Okay, but I would have to think, they offered more than that. But hey, you know what? But let's move on from that part of it. Before we get to the nuts and bolts of what I think about LeBron James, and I've thought this for a while. I've defended him for a long time because I think he is a good family man. I'm going to say that. From all accounts, he is. Him and his wife have an arrangement, from what I understand. But he is a good family man. So, but before we get to that, before we get to who LeBron James is exactly like, even though they hate each other, before we get to that, I want to get to two things. I still think the Cavs are a better team than the Sixers. How deep is the Sixers bench?
I mean,
exactly.
No, they got some guys.
No, they have no bench. They have no bench compared to the Cavs.
Well, they got Dean Wade.
They have no bench.
They got Anthony Simons.
So what?
Well, you like Dean Wade. You like Dean Wade for his defense.
I do like Dean Wade.
Anthony Simons, a good guy to come off the bench for Maxey or for VJ Edgecombe. I know I'm missing someone.
If you're missing them, they must not be that good. Cavs bench is better. Cavs are a better overall team. He wanted who he wanted here, and that was what it came down to.
Right.
He wants what he wants. Okay. In 2 years, we're going to be done with having to worry about that. We won't ever have to hear about him. So, I mean, we will, because he's always going to put his face in the spotlight. But I'm, 2 years and we're done. But here's the two things. The thing there, I think the Cavs are still a better team. I do, and I'm going to say it, and I believe it. Joel Embiid is not going to stay healthy. The guy can't stay healthy. Okay, Tyrese Maxey and Edgecombe are not going to have years like they had. They're
had a heck of a year last year, too.
And Jaylen Brown, the egos they're going to clash. This is not going to work out. For all of you that want to say, oh, Tim, you were wrong. When the season ends and the Sixers win nothing, go to YouTube from July 24th, and Tim, who's wrong, will be right. They're not going to win anything. They're not. So, but what really gets me about this whole thing is just like it was 16 years ago when Tommy was 8. How old's your daughter, Joey?
13.
Okay. So I'm on the phone with Joey right after it happens. Joey's daughter gets up. Joey tells her. And I hear it in the background. I hear this sobbing in the background. At that second, I say to myself, F you, LeBron James. Just like 16 years ago, when I was covering a Lake County Captains game that night, then he made the decision and went to Miami. When I got home from Captains games, usually it was after 11 o'clock. Okay. And Tommy had already gone up to bed. Tommy liked to go to bed around 9. If he didn't go to a Captains game, he'd go to bed around 9. His whole life. He was in bed by 9. So I get home that night and I walk in the door and he's laying on the couch in the living room. He's asleep. So I wake him up. And he wakes up. He rubs his eyes. And then he cries. And he says to me, "Why did he leave, Daddy?" What do I tell an 8-year-old boy? What do you tell a 13-year-old girl?
I tell her that
when they love sports.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they
looked up to this guy and he lets them down.
You know
what I said to Tommy? I said, "I don't know, Tommy, but the Cavs will be fine without him." Of course, they weren't fine without him, but we were still fans. We still gotta watch our team.
I think
we got a guy to root against. Now we got a team to root against. Now we got a team to hate. The Philly fan base, Joey. Okay. What's that? What's going on?
My daughter is watching it. She said I did not give consent to tell that she was crying. Then
Sorry.
She flipped me off.
Say her name.
Then she flipped me off on the way out the door.
Say her name. I mean,
well, you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing that with her.
Okay, you tell me what you think. Then we're going to talk about the Philly fan base.
Just real quick. She knew how much, at least me speaking, how much fun it was when LeBron was here, when we were going to the finals, and she wanted to experience that too. And she heard all the talk of LeBron coming, how great of a fit it would be, and I mean this team's primed to win, and she wanted to be a part of it like we got to experience it years ago because she was she was 3 years old when they won the title. So, or just turned 4. So she was really, really hoping, but she's a Cavs fan. She's not a LeBron fan. She's a Cavs fan.
Yeah, I think that's what we have to focus on now. We're Cavs fans. Even though I cover the team, I'm a Cavs fan. I've been a Cavs fan since I think 1976. I remember that's when I first remember anything about the team when I was 8. So we're Cavs fans. And look, we've been through crap before, so this isn't the first time he's done this.
Yeah. And not just that, it's, this whole, I was 30-second real quick rant. I'm just, it's over. He chose Philly. The Cavs still have a good team. They still have a good team. Now, we do still need to re-sign James Harden now.
Well, they will.
But it's going to get done. We have a good team. We are a playoff team. We just went to the Eastern Conference Finals. There were a lot of games, a lot of series. Who would have thought the Celtics would have lost? We don't know what's in store, what moves they're going to make. Let's wait. And you know what? No matter what happens, Cavs fans, you keep the hope. You go. You support the team. And you know that you still got a good team to root for. And
the Celtics are weaker. Okay. The Celtics are definitely weaker than they were. They definitely are weak. They're weaker. I mean, look, they don't have Jaylen Brown anymore, so they're weaker.
They did get Mitchell Robinson though.
Oh, big deal.
I don't know.
Oh my God, big deal. So what? Does he score like Jaylen Brown?
No, but the other team I want to say, and I have nothing against this team personally. I keep hearing their names as like, wait till they're 100% healthy. Is the Pacers? We don't know if Tyrese Halliburton is going to be
so much since that championship run. Are you kidding me?
Right?
No way. The Pacers, no way.
People keep putting the Pacers ahead of the Cavs now. I'm like, the Cavs are like. The Cavs are essentially the same team as they were last year.
And the Pacers are a shell of that team they were.
Right, but I'm saying like all teams in the East. The Cavs haven't lost anything outside of some bench players.
I mean, just since they won the championship, I guess you got to keep them number one. Even though I don't think they can never repeat what they did last year. So The Knicks, in my mind, the Cavs are better than them. But, people will have them ahead of them. Of course they will because they're New York. And they're the reigning champs. Okay. I know they're going to put Philadelphia ahead of them just because that's what they love to do. And Philadelphia is a bigger market, and LeBron is there now. So, they're going to have them. But I think the Cavs are top 3 in the East. And, the Celtics aren't. They're just, I don't know. I don't think they're as good anymore. But so when let's get to the fans, okay? Philly fans. They are the worst fans in sports. I witnessed horrible behavior by Knicks fans. But I saw horrible behavior by Knicks fans because the game, the series. They'd been somewhere they hadn't been in a long time. New York people they're just kind of brash anyway, just because it's almost like you have to be to live in New York. You kind of got to act like you're tough.
It's like its own,
okay.
It's like its own country.
Yeah, kind of. But Philadelphia fans are just rotten human beings. And I'm going to give the example. I knew it already. And you're going to say, well, that's Eagles fans. They're the same people. I'm told that all the time about Clevelanders. Oh, the same fans that you say are great fans, Guardians or Cavs. Well, they're Browns fans too. So why are you saying that about Browns fans? Well, now, listen. One of my friends told me this a long time ago. I said, why are there so many Browns fans that are idiots? And he told me the smartest person in the world can turn into an idiot when it comes to the Browns. So, Philadelphia fans, they're known for being assholes. The hockey team is not called the Broad Street Bullies for nothing. Their fan base is horrible. Phillies fans are brutal. Hell, they made Trey Turner cry a couple years ago. What a bunch of pigs. Okay? Pigs. If any Philly fans are watching, you're pigs. So
don't get restricted for bullying.
No, it's been good already. But so how about let's get to the one that stands out. And it's not because he was a Buccaneer and a Clevelander. I would have been pissed off if they did it to any NFL player. Any player in any sport. Former Lake Catholic receiver.
Are you talking about JoJo?
Joe Juravicious. This is not funny, Joey. Nothing about this is funny.
I'm not laughing. I'm waiting for you to finish the story.
On the run to the Super Bowl in 2003, Joe Juravicious, his wife had their baby son. He was born premature. I believe it was a heart defect he had. Joe missed all of the practices during the postseason. Played in games and had a great postseason. From public perspective, it looked like his boy was going to be okay. Well, in the summer, his son passed away. It was on ESPN. It was everywhere. Everyone was sad for him, except Philadelphia fans. Lincoln Financial Field opened in September of 2003. Opening game of the NFL season. Monday night game. Tampa Bay and Philadelphia. It was still on ABC then. They're getting ready to start the game. They're going to their last commercial before kickoff. Buccaneers are coming out of the tunnel. And there's a banner in the tunnel where the players could see coming out. No usher got rid of it. Nobody from the Eagles said, take that down. No other fan said, wow, we should pull that down. The banner said, hey, Joe, how's your son?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Al Michaels, before they could cut out, said, what the fuck is that? So don't ever tell me that Philadelphia fans are not assholes. Nobody took it down. Nobody took it down. Nobody. And everybody knew what it was. They're pigs. They're scumbags. And I hope this blows up in their face. And those miserable slobs have a terrible year. I hope he knows they're going to turn on him first chance they get.
Well, definitely a good possibility.
No, not a good possibility, Joey. It's like, did you wake up this morning breathing? That's the possibility.
I don't know.
They're going to turn on him.
Didn't use my CPAP machine. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have one. I'm just flat. I don't use one.
Yeah, they're going to turn on him. He's going to wish he came here because they're horrible people.
You know, I do, and I don't mean to pivot.
Nobody took it down, Joey.
No, I get it.
Nobody. Thousands of people saw that sign. The place was sold out. Nobody took it down.
Nobody. That's just completely classless.
It is.
And disgusting. And
don't tell me
you wouldn't even you would never.
You'd never see that. No, you would never.
Browns fans are crazy.
As much as I can't stand Jimmy Haslam, you'd never. They would take it down. Somebody would see it. There'd be Browns fans that were like, no way. Somebody would rip that down. I'll rip Browns fans all the time for their delusional belief in the team. But when it comes to something like that, I believe Browns fans would tear it down.
Oh, 100%. And we talked before the show. I actually don't know any Phillies fans. I have a lot of friends that are Eagles fans, a lot of friends that are Sixers fans. All nice people. I'm not talking
about people that don't live in Philadelphia.
You're talking about the people.
I'm talking about people that live there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
yes,
I have a lot of friends. In
because damn well
Ohio,
most of that stadium that night was filled with Eagles fans that live there.
Oh yeah, but
the
thing I want to say, and just not to pivot, but I
think sure you gotta get yourself in good shape. I know you. I think you told me you're before your wife's an Eagles fan. I get that. I'm not talking about your wife.
She likes the Eagles. She likes the Lions as well. Like my daughter likes the Lions, and
I'm not talking about out of town.
She likes the Lions and she likes the Buccaneers. I like, obviously I'm a Browns fan, but the best tweet I saw.
But I'm gonna have to get to something quick. We'll finish yours, and then we're gonna go.
The best tweet I saw today was looks like Jose is gonna have the biggest statue in Cleveland. Which I just thought that was it.
LeBron deserved it anyway.
LeBron's a grown man. He made a choice. you know what? I don't hate him for his decision. He decided to go where he wanted to go.
I don't hate him.
Or I don't even dislike him. I mean, he brought a championship to Cleveland. I think Cleveland would have been a better choice. A great, a good team.
But I'm going to say what he is. We only got less than 2 minutes.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to say what he is. LeBron James. Let's be honest. LeBron James hates Donald Trump. Just like I hate Donald Trump. Okay, so we agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it funny that you hate a guy whose ego is about the same as yours. That's what it is with LeBron. His ego is so huge, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the ego. I'm sick of the egomaniac. He's going to be gone in 2 years. Am I glad he brought us a championship? Yeah. But like other people have said, Kyrie was a part of that. So was Kevin Love. So were the other guys on the team.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
100%.
But it's all about ego with this guy. And I'm kind of glad that he's not going to be around. And I might just find somebody else to cover the game the night that he comes back.
Oh God, I'd love it.
Because I don't know if I want to be there for another LeBron circus.
Oh, well, I cannot wait.
It's probably going to be 2 times. And I'm also glad they're probably not going to get a Christmas game now, which is good because I didn't want to have to cover a Cavs game on Christmas.
The amount of
But we got like 30 seconds. That's it.
Well,
I got to remember, I got to prepare for another show.
Right. Just real quick, the amount of booze he's going to get is going to be absolutely astronomical. Yeah. But number 2, now the Cavs, whatever they're going to do, they got to do it quickly.
Well, they'll do it.
Right. No, I know.
I mean, they probably had a backup plan. Let me tell you something. This front office isn't stupid, even though fans like to say they're stupid. It's not stupid.
No, I mean, everyone was like, oh, why are they waiting for? Well, the entire league was waiting for LeBron, so it wasn't just the Cavs.
Yeah,
but yeah.
So, but I think we're gonna have to go because I have another show to do at 3:00. I have to prepare for that. That's my soap opera weekly recap, Beyond the Gates. That'll be on at 3:00, and it's quite a change.
It is.
So we will be back next week for our 2 Guys Talk Cleveland Sports, probably on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
We'll let you know if anything changes. But until then, I'm Tim Shirer.
I'm Joey Schneider.
All right, we'll see you guys later.